when we're looking at solving two-step equations, some key ideas that we got to remember: when we're undoing operations, we do the backwards of order of operations, which a lot of people know as PEMDAS. We go SADMAP instead, which means we have to undo the subtraction and addition first, and then we undo division and multiplication if they're both present. Also, when we're doing inverse operations, we have to make sure that we use the inverse operations on both sides. So this first one, a little tricky because the variable is in the denominator, but not a huge thing. So we see division and subtraction. So we're going to undo the subtraction first. Inverse operation of subtraction is addition. So we do that to both sides to get rid of it. So 3 plus 2 is 5. And then we have 85 divided by x. So what we can do right now, since x is in the denominator, we can multiply it. So we're undoing division, so we end up with 5x equals 85. And then to undo that, we would divide by 5. All right, so 85 divided by 5, x is going to be 17. And the next problem, before we start using the order of undoing operations, we got to simplify first. It's going to make life a little bit easier. So we look at a positive 68 and a negative 57. That's a positive 11. So simplify before we start undoing the operations. And then all we need to do, the inverse of adding is subtracting. So 62 minus 11 is 51. And now we got y all by itself, which is, I should have said earlier, that's the goal. When we're trying to solve for a variable, we're trying to get it all by itself on one side of the equation. This one, we've got multiplication and we've got subtraction. So using the order of undoing operations, we need to undo subtraction first. So we're going to add 10 to both sides. We have 7x equals 70. And then to undo multiplying, we divide both sides by 7. And x equals 10. We got another one here where we should simplify first, recognizing that the minus sign doesn't go with the x. The minus sign goes with the 73. So this is negative 73 and a positive 25. So we look at negative 73 and positive 25. That is going to be negative because the negative number is larger. And some people, like, they have a hard time doing that in your head. It's not a big deal to go off to the side. Since 73 is larger, as a negative number, we're going to put it on the top. 73 minus 25. We are going to subtract here because one's negative, one's positive, so they're working in opposite directions. So this turns into a negative 48. So then to get rid of minus 48, we add 48 to both sides and end up with 5 plus 8 is 13. Carry the 1, 8, 4, and 1 gives us 13. So x is 133. So once again, order of undoing operations. All right, take care of the addition and subtraction first when both are present. For example, this problem, both are present. And do the inverse operations on both sides of the equation to keep things balanced.